King Charles and Prince William will be invited to Prince Harry's 2027 Invictus Games taking place in the UK, according to a new report. The Duke of Sussex will send an emailed invitation later this month, followed by a formal invitation, in what sources describe as the strongest indication yet of his desire to mend relations with the King and other senior royals. Harry's basically saying, "Hey Dad. Hey Wills. Remember that little organization I created that you used to love supporting? Well, it's coming home to Birmingham in 2027, and I'm cordially inviting you to witness the awkward family reunion of the century. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. It's giving major, I'm having a dinner party and you're invited but we haven't spoken in 3 years energy. Isn't it? Except instead of dinner, it's an international sporting event for wounded veterans. And instead of your college flatmates, it's the global media watching your every facial expression. The games are scheduled to run from July 12th to 17th, 2027, and Birmingham is about to become the center of the royal universe. But here's where it gets really interesting. Congratulations to Birmingham, UK, on winning the bid to host the Invictus Games 2027, Prince Harry said in a statement. Your city's strong ties to the armed forces community made it a formidable contender from the very start. Notice how he's already talking about the city's ties to the armed forces? That's not accidental, people. Harry's playing 4D chess here, positioning this as something bigger than family drama. It's about supporting veterans, it's about national pride, and it's about putting the royal family in a position where saying no would look, well, a bit petty, wouldn't it? Think about it. How do you politely decline an invitation to support wounded veterans at an event your son created? It's like being asked to skip your own child's graduation because you're having a family spat. Awkward doesn't even begin to cover it. This is one olive branch from him which might be reciprocated, sources have said, and honestly, calling this an olive branch is like calling the Pacific Ocean a bit damp. We're talking about a full-scale peace treaty wrapped in sporting glory. Now, let's talk timing, because in royal circles, timing is everything. The invitations are expected to be sent out by summer, giving everyone plenty of time to craft their responses or their excuses. But here's the kicker. King Charles and Harry last met each other in February 2024. Which means we're talking about potentially their first proper reunion in over 3 years. 3 years, people. That's longer than most Hollywood marriages. And in royal years, that's practically geological time. The last time they were in the same room, TikTok was still trying to figure out what a clean girl aesthetic was. And now we're living in a world where AI can write your shopping lists. Point being, a lot has happened. But here's where it gets really spicy. Helen Helliwell, the Invictus Games CEO, has hinted at a possible reunion between Prince Harry and King Charles, and she's not exactly being subtle about it. She noted that members of the royal family have been supporters of the armed forces and supporters of Invictus since inception in 2014. We'd be delighted if members of the royal family were able to attend and would welcome them with open arms. Welcome them with open arms. I mean, that's practically a formal invitation right there. She's basically saying, look, we're not picking sides, but if you want to show up and support veterans while accidentally having a family reunion, we're absolutely here for it. And you know what? It's brilliant. Harry's essentially created a situation where the royal family can reconcile while doing something genuinely meaningful. It's not about who said what in which book or interview. It's about showing up for people who've served their country. It's emotional blackmail, but makes it patriotic. See, Here's what's really clever about Harry's strategy. The Invictus Games aren't just any event. They're his baby. The Duke of Sussex created the adaptive sports tournament for wounded, injured, and sick military service personnel and veterans in 2014, and it's become his signature achievement outside of the royal family. Picture this: you've left your family business under less than ideal circumstances, you've built something incredible on your own, and now you're bringing it home. It's like if you left your family's restaurant to open your own place, and then years later, you're hosting a massive food festival in your hometown and deciding whether to invite your relatives. Except your relatives are the royal family, and your food festival is an international sporting event that celebrates military heroes. The genius of this move is that it puts the focus back on what Harry does best: supporting veterans and military causes. The armed forces in the UK are doing their bit to keep the buzz going. An Invictus Games flag is currently traveling the globe on a British ship, which means this isn't just about royal drama, it's about national pride and military support. But there's another layer here that's absolutely fascinating. The Games are returning to the UK for the first time in 10 years, which means this is homecoming central. Harry's not just inviting his family to any old event. He's inviting them to witness his triumph on home soil. It's like saying, "Remember when you thought I couldn't make it on my own? Well, here's an internationally acclaimed event I created. And oh, by the way, want to come watch me host it in Birmingham?" And Birmingham. Not London, not Windsor, Birmingham. Harry's not playing the posh card here. He's going for authentic, grassroots support. It's almost like he's saying, this isn't about palaces and protocols. This is about real people doing real things. Oh, honey. The internet is having a field day with this one. Harry's alleged plan to invite the royal family to the 2027 Invictus Games made him a laughingstock on X. One social media user mocked him for trying to crawl back to the noble life after willingly leaving with his wife and children in 2020. If you're as fascinated by this story as I am, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we'll be following homewards every step of the way. This is either going to be the greatest royal success story ever, or the most educational royal failure in modern history. And either way, it's going to be absolutely riveting to watch. And if you're new to the Royal Cookies family, welcome to the most entertaining royal coverage this side of Buckingham Palace. We serve up the facts with just the right amount of sass and zero boring documentary voices. Until next time, keep calm and carry on. But maybe keep an eye on those homelessness statistics because we're about to find out if Prince William can actually walk the walk.